Today we face a problem. It isn't a new one, but an enduring one. According to the United Nations, poverty in our world is still a very real and distressing problem. Based on their annual report, over 40% of the poorest people in our world live with less than €2 a day. One may wonder who exactly these people are, and maybe think about all those poor people in Africa. You may take pity on them, but may be left puzzled on what exactly you can do to help. But what if poverty was a great deal closer to your home than you thought possible? It's an alarming fact that over 31% of our fellow Greeks live below the poverty level. It is very shocking how in our so-called modern society there are hundreds of families living with less than €5,000 a year. Our beautiful country has poverty levels greater than those of the poorest state of Europe. When faced with this reality, it is clear that we have a great challenge ahead of us. We, the Greek people, are not people who cringe away from our difficulties. We are hard-working, determined, caring people who will eliminate poverty from our society. In times like this, we must unite and put our petty problems and differences aside. We must raise our voices in unison and demand change. Change of the current institutions which aren't working as they're supposed to. Change of our government who isn't making the hard choices or even the right choices to help transform our society. But most importantly, we must change our attitudes. Eliminating poverty is too big a problem for just a minority of us to be troubled with. There is strength in numbers, and all of us must work together to make the change we need a reality. In the past, we have shown an unwavering resolve when it came to building a better society. Our workers worked hard in the country and later moved into the city in search of a better tomorrow. We have come a long way from the horrendous living conditions in the countryside and in the urban slums. Now we must also help shape a future where there is equality and liberty for all Greeks. Liberty to live a life without hardships, suffering, adversity or insecurity. We, as a democratic and religious nation, should not deprive fellow citizens of the rights bestowed on them. The Article 23 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights guarantees that everyone, as a member of society, has a right to social security and is entitled to realization through national effort and international cooperation and in accordance with the organization and resources of each state of the economic, social and cultural rights indispensable for his dignity and the free development of his personality. In accordance with this declaration, we must do everything in our power to eradicate poverty. The eradication of poverty is a necessary first step toward the eradication of other social problems and violence. We must not look at poverty as a fragmented or isolated problem, but must instead look at it as the root of many other social problems. We are motivated, educated, caring community, oriented people who must make the difference and be the change we need. We must take action and pressure our government, corporations, industries, private capital, everyone who can be our ally in this fight against poverty. When an economic structure or model of development isn't working for all of us, it is our duty to demand change. I want to leave all of you with one final thought said by a very famous revolutionary. Be the change that you want to see in the world.